Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Anxious Me, my journey with Fluoxetine. And I'm going to answer one question today because I don't have a whole lot of time, and we also didn't get a whole lot of questions, a whole lot of comments. So please, once again, please leave your comments down below. Leave me anything. Take a moment just to ask me a question. Doesn't have to be about anxiety or anything like that. Just leave me anything. I want to have something to talk about, preferably about anxiety and stuff, though. I'm kind of tired right now, so if I'm slurring my words or if I don't make sense, I apologize. But gonna jump right into this. I got stuff to do, so I'm gonna read this question, take the medication, and we're gonna be done for today. So this is another question, a few questions and a few things from Joe Hayes, and he says, "Have you self-medicated with alcohol to dull the anxiety in your past, in order to break free from the anxiety?" I didn't use it to dull the pain or to dull the anxiety or whatever. But there was at one point when my anxiety was really bad, that a buddy of mine showed up at my house and he was like, "Hey man, come outside and hang out with me." And at that point I couldn't even go outside of my house and hang out without having an absolute panic attack. So it's kind of nerve-wracking just being outside of my house and standing, in my backyard with my friend. But he actually brought a bottle of rum over, and I had a couple shots of rum and got a little loopy, and I noticed my anxiety started going away. So that really concerned me because I recognized that the alcohol was taking the edge off the anxiety and kind of taking it away completely. And it kind of freaked me out a little bit because I didn't want to let myself use that as a crutch or something to dull the anxiety. But no, I've never self-medicated with alcohol to try and dull it, but I have noticed that it kind of works, which is scary, because that's not a crutch you want to have. That's not a tool you want to use, alcohol. I do self-medicate in other ways. I live in a state where marijuana is legal, and again, marijuana isn't for everybody either because it absolutely can heighten your anxiety, especially while you're stoned from the marijuana. So for me, I self-medicate with that. And, I don't smoke a lot. I do it at nighttime just to relax and stuff. But also at the same time, I'm not the kind of person who can smoke marijuana or consume marijuana in some way and then go grocery shopping or then go do this and then go do that. If I try to do something while I'm, intoxicated on marijuana, for lack of a better word, I can't do it. It'll make my anxiety worse. So for me, self-medicating in that way is a nighttime thing where I'll smoke just to relax and calm down and kind of use it to focus on, other tasks and stuff. I'm the kind of person who, I don't like to smoke pot and sit around, and just do nothing. I'm like a productive person, so if I ever use marijuana, I like to use it and then use the creativity and the, strangely enough, I'm able to pay attention to things better when I'm stoned. I'm using the word stoned. I'm using a lot of, I don't know if those are harsh words to use. Anyways, have not self-medicated with alcohol, do with marijuana, but not heavily, and I don't, drive, or I don't do anything like that. I just basically use it like a medication. Next thing he said is, or this is kind of him telling his story. I should probably read this ahead of time, make sure he hasn't. Okay, he said, "You can read everything in my comment in your video if you like." Okay, so the next thing he said was, "For one phase of my life, I didn't want to feel the constant anxiety and staying at home every day, but wanted to feel like a normal 20-year-old, a normal 20-something-year-old," he said. "I used to pre-game by drinking a few beers or have a couple shots before doing anything social with friends to actually feel good around my friends and other people." I do that too. Pre-gaming is a pretty popular thing to do. Like before you go to the bar, you have a few drinks because drinks at the bar are really expensive, and it also takes the edge off. But yeah, like I said, I have noticed with alcohol. Oh, then another thing he said was, "I haven't done that in a while and have lost good friends from me becoming more and more reclusive." That happens, man. And also, you're the same guy I was talking about medication with. I haven't drank, and I don't plan on drinking while taking fluoxetine and other medications. It's suggested that you don't, and we're not really missing out on much by not drinking. And this medication does everything alcohol can do, and better and more long term. But yeah, to answer your questions, yes, I have experienced that. Not intentionally. I didn't drink alcohol in order to dull the anxiety or whatever. But I did notice that it did help dull the anxiety, and that freaked me out personally because I don't want to be reliant on alcohol, because it just seems like the perfect storm for alcoholism. You know, if I get hooked on that, and if I start using alcohol to take the edge off doing social things, or doing tasks that I need to do that my anxiety and my panic disorder and stuff holds back, that's like I said, a perfect storm to become an alcoholic, and way too scary. But I have noticed that, though, that alcohol does help that. And I think that's honestly how my dad became an alcoholic when he did, because he's always had anxiety problems too. But anyways, here's our medication. That's going to do it for today, guys. And sorry, it's kind of a short video today. I picked up my kid from school today. All went well. Went to the store, went grocery shopping. Felt good all day, just kind of tired as usual. But man, the days are just good now. I've said this before, but yeah, I think it's going to do it for today, guys. Please leave your comments below. Ask me anything, preferably something about agoraphobia or social anxiety or anything like that. Preferably that stuff, because we're staying on topic. But really, ask me anything, and I would be happy to talk about it. We're coming up to day 60, and once I do this for 60 days, I'm probably going to stop doing it daily. Unless you guys have a request for me to keep doing it, but gotta remember, I need you guys to help me. I need this conversation to keep going between us, and then that way I can keep these videos going. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on this video if you've enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys tomorrow.